After 2 years of practically staying indoors, many of us are now taking our children out shopping. And the most common question that has come to me is of children who have extreme tantrums when they're in a mall or a departmental store asking for things. So, how do we deal with this? Now, is it because of the lockdown? Not really. What we need to understand is that right from the beginning, our shopping behavior did not have a consistent plan. And therefore, children developed this idea that if I go out, I should buy things for myself. And if I don't get those things, a tantrum is the way to achieve it. So how do we change this? I have a 4-step plan that's easy for parents to follow. So the first aspect of the plan is what we call planning. And there are 5 steps in this. The first thing that you need to realize is that there has to be a fixed day for shopping. Now, why is this important? Because as we have developed and we are able to spend a lot more money, we have resorted to shopping impulsively at any time, and the online medium doesn't make it easier. So it's very important, especially when we're trying to help children to develop consistent habits, to fix a day for shopping, and preferably choose a day when you are likely to be more relaxed, the children are also likely to be more relaxed, and most importantly, the shopping mall or the department store that you're choosing is emptier. It's easier to develop a habit when the departmental store is not too crowded or the mall is not too crowded. It's important to use a calendar, mark the date, and let the child know that we'll be going out on this particular day. Second aspect of the plan is having a clear list. Please make sure that you're not making your lists on a reminder on your phone or on your laptop or something like that. Make sure that you have a chalkboard or a whiteboard upon which the list is written down. When you put it on the mobile, what happens is children tend to go and get distracted by a game or an app on your phone. Their focus doesn't remain in the shopping list. The third aspect of the plan is to set a fixed budget. It's important for children to understand finance and how spending and savings need to be balanced. Give children old wrappers of products that you're going to buy. Let them look at the tag, let them look at the quantity and how much it costs and so on. Once they do this, let them add up and try and fit all this into a budget. This is of course for children who are able to do a little bit of mathematics. And if the crow outside is entertaining you, please bear with it because it does enjoy making videos along with me. We'll go to the fourth aspect of our plan, which is you need to model the saving up behavior. So let's assume that you need to buy a slightly larger product, and you can let the children know that Amma is going to save so much every month or every week to buy this product. Why is this important? Because we have gone into the culture of credit cards and loans. At this point, it's important for children to understand that when I really require something, I can also resort to saving. I don't necessarily need to use the EMI model or the credit card model, which benefits only the lender, not so much the person who is the consumer. And the fifth and the most important aspect of the plan is to be consistent as adults. The fifth and the most important aspect of the plan is to be consistent as adults. Don't make it difficult for the child by allowing it once, not allowing it another time, or one parent allowing it, another person disallowing it. When you have these kind of inconsistencies, it leads to a higher likelihood of tantrums while shopping. The second aspect of the shopping plan is preparation. Please make sure that you choose a time for shopping where the child is not too tired, not too sleepy, not too hungry, because it's going to lead them into a very cranky frame of mind. A lot of colors, packaging, the placement of the products on shelves works on cranky states of mind or needy states of mind. It's very important for us to be aware of this, because when you take children out in that frame of mind, their tantrums are going to increase manifold. So it's important to go when the child is comfortable and you're also comfortable and in a better position to regulate together. Choose a time when the department store or mall is likely to be empty. Because if you choose a time when it's crowded, everybody is going to look at the tantrum, and it's going to become difficult for you to regulate the behavior when so many people have opinions and are looking at the child and you are unable to regulate your own emotions around the tantrum. A very important aspect of the preparation that you will make is to set a time. Let children know, show them on a clock or a watch what time you will go, what time you need to leave. Sometimes when we don't have control over our shopping behavior, we tend to spend a lot more time on the aisles or just window shopping, and this becomes a precursor to a lot of tantrums that children have purely out of boredom. So it's very important to have a relaxed time, but at the same time a very fixed time. The third aspect of the plan is involving the child. So before you go out shopping, let the child have a cloth bag, let them have their list written down. And if the child is too young, you could have logos from the previous packaging that are stuck onto a list which the child can look and buy from. Second, you can get into the shopping mall or the departmental store. You could hold on to the cart and let the child go around picking products. You can say, go get this, go get this. Make it like a game, a bonding time that you can use. Or what you can also do is to let children know that, I need to buy this within 50 rupees. For example, I need to get tur dal or I need to get moong dal for 50 rupees. How much can we buy? So if the child is able to look at numbers, let them realize this is 75 rupees, this is 50 rupees, and this is what we can buy within 50 rupees. As you set the habit and the children are a little more aware of how your buying behavior is, the tantrums are not so much, you can deliberately miss out one or two objects on your list. Like you can say, oh, I missed out coffee, I missed out tea, and you can let the child know, now we have this budget and within this we need to buy coffee and tea as well. So what other objects or what other products can we buy less? And so you can create a small problem there and create a solution as well. This sets many life skills in place, and apart from this, a very important thing that it will teach children is that we can buy within our means and it will not be overspending. It also teaches them that as human beings we tend to be forgetful, and so this is how, when we are forgetful, a solution can be worked on. In spite of doing all this, sometimes we may experience the tantrum because children may find something very attractive, they want to buy it and so on. It's very important that you remain firm. You can let them know, okay, I understand that you want this object, let me put it down on the list, we'll review it at the end of next week. This list for this week is what we are going to buy, and you can remain firm and remain consistent, because if you get used to buying things every time the child makes a demand, the child begins to understand that a tantrum is the easiest way to get around my mother or my father. Another very important step, especially when we are shopping in India, is to make sure that other shoppers don't interfere in our process of working with our child. Usually I've seen some elders or other people in the shop, including the shopkeeper or people who are helping out in the store, who keep saying, ma'am, it's just one thing, why don't you buy it, don't let the child cry, and so on. Please be very clear that you step up and remain assertive, not aggressive. Let them know, this is between my child and me, I'd really like it if you don't interfere, and be very firm on these things, because the child also needs to know that their needs can be met by their parents, and it's very important for the child to see that their parent is in control of the situation. Please don't let your child keep seeing you lose control in the presence of other people. Don't punish, shame, criticize your child just because you're feeling out of control, because what this will do is leave scars for life. It's very important for you, if you notice that the situation is escalating beyond control, to immediately make an exit and come back to shop alone. It's important to de-escalate the situation and not escalate it with emotions. Once you reach home, calm down. You don't have to immediately put out the fire. Once both you and your child have calmed down, speak to them about what you liked, what you were able to work with, and what was difficult for you. Also let them know that, within a particular time on a very tiring day, it was difficult for you to also regulate along with the child, and that's why you made the exit. And if you need to shop again, then the best way to do it is to stick to the list. Be very clear about what you're communicating, and that's why calming down is very important for co-regulation. If you notice that the tantrums are extreme, then go out shopping once or twice without your child. They're definitely going to see you bring back things and all that. But at the same time, don't shame them saying, see, this is the consequence for that and all of those things. Let them just know that you would like to stick to the list, and if that is the behavior that the child can involve themselves with, then you can go shopping together. And slowly start with a smaller list, a shorter time, so that the child understands how to move in and move out without getting distracted or confused. The most important aspect that we need to cover is modeling. In this day and age, when online shopping, pop-ups, attractive offers and so on prey upon the average customer, who remains oblivious to the fact that lots of money is spent in researching how to make people buy impulsively, a strong discipline within us needs to be developed over a period of time to overcome this. Let children see that you are buying what is needed. You're not buying extravagantly. And it's not because you can and cannot afford something, but because certain behaviors are best set like this. It's also important when children pick up some object that they don't want, or some product that they don't want or don't need and is not required in the house, just because it looks attractive, let the children know, okay, I see that you've picked this up and I understand that we have no use for it. So let's observe in the whole week how many times that product is used in our house. If it's not used, let's not buy it. These are ways in which we can slowly tone down these impulsive urges within us. And shopping is one space where impulsive buying is something that is replacing conscious choices. So considering all this, I hope you're able to use the 4-step model, within which there are several small steps. Take one step at a time and I'm sure you'll be able to make a difference. I hope this video was useful for you.